Everyone loves a good redemption story, but who has the potential to make it happen? What is going on, guys? Alex Smith won Comeback Player of the Year honors in 2020 after helping the Washington football team to an NFC East division title. This came 2 years after Smith suffered a life-threatening leg fracture that needed 17 surgeries. Looking at the field for 2021, there's a long list of notable NFL players who are looking to bounce back after missing most of the 2020 campaign. Here are 10 players that we project to be in the race for the Comeback Player of the Year honors. And a big shout out for suggesting this video. Dak Prescott. He is widely regarded as the betting favorite to win, and for good reason. This award largely favors quarterbacks, who have won it 3 years in a row and 9 times dating back to 2008. Prescott was on pace for his best statistical season in 2020 before he unfortunately suffered a gruesome season-ending ankle injury in Week 5. As long as he's healthy, you can bank on Prescott putting together another Pro Bowl season. Not to mention that a healthy Prescott makes Dallas the clear favorites in the NFC East. Say what you want about Mike McCarthy, but he was clearly getting the most out of Prescott before the latter's injury. With a stout O-line, Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield, and 3 stud receivers in CD Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Amari Cooper at his side, Prescott should go off. 5,000 yards and 35-plus TDs are totally within reach. In other words, as long as Prescott lives up to the expectations, he should win this award. It was a brutal injury he went through, that's for starters, and he's in excellent position to rebound from it on a star-studded Dallas offense. Consider Dak the easy favorite here. He's your best bet if you had to wager on one guy winning it. Carson Wentz. Wentz had a miserable final season with the Philadelphia Eagles. Behind a woeful offensive line, he took 50 sacks in 12 games and tossed 15 picks. Tied for the league lead, his sluggish play prompted Doug Peterson to bench him in favor of rookie Jalen Hurts. Peterson, of course, was fired after the year, and the Eagles traded Wentz away to the Indianapolis Colts for draft picks, quickly deciding to move on from his $128 million contract. Wentz has all the pieces in place to rebound with the Colts. For one, head coach Frank Reich was Wentz's offensive coordinator when he put together an MVP-like season in 2017. Wentz suffered a season-ending ACL tear late in the year, and it was Nick Foles who guided Philly to a championship. Wentz will also be playing behind arguably the league's best O-line, so that too will help greatly. And after having very few playmakers to work with in Philly, he joins a stacked Colts group that includes workhorse running back Jonathan Taylor and receivers Michael Pittman, T.Y. Hilton, Paris Campbell, and Zach Pascal. All's looking up for Wentz. If he can bounce back and lead the Colts back to the postseason, Wentz could totally claim that Comeback Player of the Year award. Jameis Winston. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers moved on from Winston, signed Tom Brady, and won a Super Bowl. Obviously no regrets there. Winston opted to take a 1-year deal with the New Orleans Saints to learn behind Drew Brees and Sean Payton for a year. He saw very limited time in 2020, but following Brees' retirement, Winston was brought back to take over as the starter in 2021. Payton has proven that he could win with guys like Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill, while Winston's a better quarterback provided, assuming he doesn't come close to throwing 30 picks in a season again. Surely he'll cut down on turnovers in Payton's more efficient offense. Compared to the no-risk-it, no-biscuit style of Bruce Arians, Winston will have superstars Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas as his go-to playmakers. Not to mention he plays behind a top-tier offensive line. We mentioned that Payton is a quarterback's guru. This is another strong Comeback Player of the Year candidate here, especially if Winston can lead New Orleans to a 5th straight playoff appearance in 2021. Derwin James. James had an incredible rookie year for the Los Angeles Chargers in 2018, earning Pro Bowl and All-Pro honors after helping the team to a 12-win season. Unfortunately, a stress fracture in his right foot limited James to 5 games in 2019. He missed all of 2020 undergoing surgery on a torn meniscus. The Chargers decided to pick up his 5th-year option, obviously hoping he'll stay healthy and round out one of the league's top defenses. If James can stay healthy and play anything close to his 2018 rookie form, then you can bet he'll be in the running for this award. It should be noted that dating back to 2008, only one defensive player has won the honor, safety Eric Berry in 2015. But don't forget how much of a game changer James was for the Chargers in 2018. The award doesn't favor defensive players, but we wouldn't entirely be against James. This guy can totally do it. Nick Bosa. Speaking of defensive players, Bosa had a rookie season for the ages in 2019. He posted 9 sacks en route to Pro Bowl and Defensive Rookie of the Year honors. Bosa and the 49ers reached Super Bowl 54, where they fell to Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Bosa suffered a torn ACL in Week 2 of the 2020 season against the New York Jets. It was just one of the many brutal injuries that the Niners suffered, as the team fell to 6 wins and a last-place finish in the NFC West. We all know that Bosa is on his way to becoming one of the NFL's top pass rushers. 2019 wasn't even peak Nick Bosa. He's only going to get better from here. Theoretically speaking, what if he pushes for Aaron Donald-like numbers and threatens for, say, 15 sacks and around 5 forced fumbles? And if the 49ers rebound and get back to the playoffs, that would only help Bosa's case for Comeback Player of the Year. As we noted on the James entry, history is against defensive players for this award, but if Bosa takes it to another level in 2021, he just might win it. Never say never. Sam Darnold. Following 3 rather unspectacular seasons with the New York Jets, thanks largely to inept management, as well as Adam Gase and a lackluster supporting cast, Darnold was traded to the Carolina Panthers. In return, the Jets received a 2021 6th rounder, plus 2022 2nd and 4th round picks. Carolina head coach Matt Rule is now tasked with repairing the number 3 pick from that loaded 2018 draft. If you're Carolina, the risk is worth it. Darnold unquestionably has the talent. He just needed a fresh start. He'll play for Rule, who's far more qualified as a coach than Gase, and he'll also have a crafty young offensive coordinator in Joe Brady. Also, just look at Darnold's supporting cast compared to what he's had in the Big Apple. With the Panthers, he has 2 established wideouts in DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson, intriguing rookie Terrace Marshall Jr., and a world-class running back in Christian McCaffrey. Everything is in place for Darnold to finally live up to his high ceiling. Our guess? He'll do just fine with Rule and Brady calling the plays. We wouldn't sleep on Darnold or Carolina here in 2021. And of course, he's a hot Comeback Player of the Year candidate if everything goes smoothly in year 1 of his new team. Julio Jones. The perennial Pro Bowler and future Hall of Famer missed 7 games in 2019 as he dealt with an annoying hamstring injury. It turned out to be Jones' last season with the Falcons, who had little choice but to trade him thanks to a brutal salary cap situation. The Falcons ultimately traded Jones and a 2023 6th rounder to the Tennessee Titans. In return, Atlanta received a 2022 2nd plus a 2023 4th rounder. Jones joined the reigning AFC South champions, who have a rising star receiver in A.J. Brown and the game's best running back in Derrick Henry. Jones should do great things under head coach Mike Vrabel, who created a special reclamation project himself in Ryan Tannehill. Though he has the age and injury concerns, who's to doubt Jones' ability to reestablish himself as one of the league's top receivers if he stays healthy in 2021? Jones should thrive in Tennessee's offense. Defenses will easily bite on the play action, with Henry in the backfield, and with A.J. Brown requiring a ton of attention from opposing secondaries these days. It'll open up the field for Jones to make plenty of big plays of his own. Not to mention that Tannehill knows how to get the ball to his best playmakers. Don't be overly shocked if Jones plays like a first-team All-Pro in 2021. He could absolutely return to his old form in an offense that will likely provide plenty of fireworks. And yes, if Jones does that, put him down for some Comeback Player of the Year votes. Christian McCaffrey. In 2019, McCaffrey became the 3rd player to reach the 1,000 club, joining Roger Craig and Marshall Faulk. But a high ankle sprain and a shoulder injury limited him to only 3 games in 2020, and Carolina's offense missed him dearly. McCaffrey now returns to a new-look offense that features the aforementioned Darnold and rookie Marshall. Rule and Brady know that they have to get the ball to their best playmaker as much as possible. What more is there really to say about McCaffrey? He's one of the game's most dynamic must-watch players. Carolina just gave him a big contract a year ago, so they have every reason to build this offense around him. Watch McCaffrey push Henry and Nick Chubb for the title as the league's best running back. And yes, this guy can 100% win Comeback Player of the Year. All he has to do is stay on the field and produce like he has over the past few seasons when healthy. It's simple enough. Saquon Barkley. After recording back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons to open his career, Barkley sadly didn't get the chance to make it 3 in a row in 2021. The New York Giants star running back suffered a torn ACL in Week 2 against the Chicago Bears, leaving a giant void in the offense that was never filled. Barkley, like McCaffrey, returns to a new-looking offense here. The Giants invested a lot to help the pass-catching unit for Daniel Jones. They signed Kenny Galladay, John Ross, and Kyle Rudolph before drafting Kadarius Toney to round out a group that already had 2 stud receivers in Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard. 2021 is a pivotal year for Jones, but the Giants know that their best chance of winning are by running the offense through Barkley, just like they did in 2018 and 19. As much as they'd like Jones to become a top-notch passer, you simply can't take the ball out of Barkley's hands. You're going to have to give him close to 20 carries a game, regardless of how Jones plays. We all know that Barkley can be the NFL's most unstoppable running back, if he stays healthy and puts it all together in 2021? Who's to doubt his ability to win Comeback Player of the Year honors? Especially if Barkley can help the up-and-coming Giants make the playoffs for the first time in 5 seasons. Joe Burrow, the first overall pick of the 2020 draft, was playing excellent football before he unfortunately suffered ACL and MCL tears in Week 11. The Bengals faltered without Burrow, who brought new life into this long-suffering franchise. Like most quarterbacks, Burrow can only get better after his rookie year. The Bengals also added a special weapon in former LSU teammate Jamar Chase, with the number 5 pick in the draft. Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd give Burrow quite the receiving trio to work with. So of course you can expect a monster season from number 9. The Bengals probably won't make the playoffs in 2021, but if healthy, Burrow should be near the leaderboard in most major passing categories. And if he can reach new heights, Burrow could absolutely steal the Comeback Player of the Year award. We love what we saw in year 1, but he's only going to get better from here on out, especially with the addition of Chase. Who do you think will win the Comeback Player of the Year award in 2021? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. We're on everything. Go subscribe, go follow. If you like this video, give it a like. It takes one click down below, and subscribe to TPS. We post videos every day. Every day's a new video. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. I'll see you next time.